Okay, this is going to be a quick follow-up video of the Dyson 360i. If you haven't seen it already, there's a massive review I did some months ago now. So this is after ownership. Probably had them about 4 or 5 months now. So I thought I'd better come back and actually, as it's a real life gadget review, and I actually do use the stuff that I'm buying, not just doing it for the video for the sake of the video. I thought I'd run back through and do a follow-up months in. As you can see, it will not stay nice and pristine. So if you're buying one, be prepared for that. It's not a major issue, but it will get all marked up like no one's business as it catches on stuff and turns and rotates and knocks itself. But it's holding up very well, apart from the scratches. So as you can see, it's always traveling forward. So the rear side of it, apart from having some scrub marks where it turns around, it's got no bash marks in the same way as where it gets really damaged on the sides. Some of the sensors in here, obviously this plastic outer gets pretty scratched up as it clangs into stuff. As you can see, dog hair in there, thanks to him. And the same all the way around, basically. So the actual on the top is going fine. This section here, can I show you, is getting some marks on it, but it's not too bad. It does get scuff marks though. It doesn't seem to affect the operation. That's where the camera is. All the clips, everything held up really well. It still operates the same way. Don't know if I can do it with one hand, probably can't, but unclips, everything like that. The filters are lasting ages. I haven't had to replace any of those. You can clean them out with cold water and leave them to dry for 24 hours, 48 hours. The rear one, the filter in the back here, is pristine. It's had doesn't need cleaning out at all. Haven't had to clean it once. And don't forget, I've got 2 of these. Got one at work and one at home. The ultimate test, both were experiencing the same feedback really. Pretty much always finds its way back to the charge station. The one at home more so because it's a smaller environment than the warehouse, which is obviously a lot bigger. This one will typically always get back home with no issues at all and put itself back on charge. Occasionally it'll get stuck. Things like a guitar stand down there, it will ride up that and sometimes get stuck on it. But yeah, you adapt the house a little bit to try and suit it to get the most efficiency out of it really. It's part of the key. Yes, there'll be stuff on the floor, like kids leaving shoes and stuff all over the floor. That has to be cleared up, obviously, before you allow it to clean. If you don't want to do that, it will go around them, but it won't do a full clean. And it just takes a few seconds to push things back in and clean stuff up. But we've moved the docker station from the original video. Cup of tea, look, ready. Oh, lovely. That is in that position now by a door. And it's been working absolutely fine there, apart from that cable. Shouldn't be there, which is interesting, but it has been putting itself on charge actually. Gets pretty dusty, attracts quite a lot of dust. Again, that won't remain clean. You'll have to keep cleaning it. It looks nice and pretty. Getting scratched up here where it keeps coming on. You can see how much use it's had. I mean, that's from all those scratches, all those tiny little scratches over and over and over and over again. It's just been used hundreds of times, if not thousands of times. And yeah, working fine. The close proximity to the seat here hasn't really affected it. So it's getting back just fine. So onto the underside, the tracks are holding up just fine. You can see little chips in the tracks here. See them? Right on the corner edges. And that's pretty much from where it gets stuck. And it spins and it gets ripped off because they spin around pretty quick. But that is a lot of wear, as in it can take a lot of wear. That's got a lot of track left to go through. Getting some stuff on the inside, some dust residue on the inside, but pretty minimal. I would have thought that really needs looking at and keeping clean, but don't really know. It doesn't mention that in the service schedule or anything like that. So yeah, there is one major downside to these: the brush bars. Utterly hopeless. This is what prompted me to do the video actually. That should have black bristles like that one there, all the way along it. The red ones are absolutely fine. Don't get any issues with those. The black ones, as you can see, just completely shred off. Approximately, for the usage we're doing, every Around about every month, it's shredded most of the black off. The red's still working. But like in the big video and the hidden unlisted video, which is linked in the big video review, the first video review when they were new, Dyson have, again, sent some brush bars to me. They don't acknowledge any issue with the brush bar at all. And said, the person I spoke to said, never heard of it being a problem. They sent me one for each machine because they're both the same, they're both mimicking each other. And it should look like that. Now, there's a 2-year warranty on this, which is pretty good. I did question that. Because of the how often these need replacing, because of the black section, it will still work with that completely gone, but obviously it's less efficient than it would be, specifically on hard surface like tiles. So anyway, they sent me a replacement, but this is £37 if you want to buy it outside of warranty. So I did question, I said, just keep ringing up, do I, and getting replacements once I'm in my warranty? And she said yes, basically that's all you can do. I'm hoping they're going to change it so it's as strong as the red stuff. Again, if you watch the videos, you will know that I did mention that the previous robot we had, the Art brush bar, 5 years use, no bristles come off it. So that's a design flaw. But it does still work. These are just a lot softer. So it's just something that they need to look at and adjust as far as I'm concerned. But they sent me them under warranty, completely free, so they didn't cost me £37.50 to be clear, which is what the cost of them is if you wanted to buy it. They sent them free because of the fact that the wear is so common and so frequent. But holding up absolutely fine, it's performing really, really well. The quiet mode, which was introduced, I think it's in one of the video reviews anyway, it wasn't initially on there, but you can have a full power mode and a quiet mode, which is about half the power. That works really, really well. So on the hard floor like this, you don't need max power, you just need half power, so that's all good. The bin could do it been bigger, but it works perfectly fine. It doesn't cleans a whole ground floor here, and even if the bin looks rammed, it's still not dropping anything, still cleaning up and cramming the bin full. So it works really, really well. I hope that follow-up, although short, has given you some idea of the success of ownership. I would definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. It's a really, really good cleaner if you've got the budget for it. It is really expensive. If you've got the budget for it, only thing is that brush bar needs sorting. I assume it will at some point. Working absolutely spot on. Again, if you want to see the full review, go back and look through the channel, Dyson Hoover, and you'll find it. It's over an hour long, I think. Pretty boring, but has got some insights and should cover all angles for you with any questions you've got. Hope this helps, guys. Until next time.